space. Shots of space begin to go across the screen. The music has some theremins, but it's a little jazzier than the Star Trek theme. It's getting down and dirty here as we come into a planet, and we see it is also not perfect and futuristic like Star Trek, and a little more modern than Star Wars. This is cyberpunk times, and we have three space cowboys hanging out in a cyber saloon. Hi, my name is Bob.
I'm John.
And with us today is our lovely friend, Mandy Roundtree. Mandy,
Hello.
would you like to introduce yourself and say what you do?
I am Mandy, and I, for the most part, mainly make a cyberpunk podcast called Compromise. It's an audio drama. We're on season 3 of that. Otherwise, I make music. I'm on TikTok. I do those sorts of things.
Yeah, you are a very cool person that John met in Florida a year ago now. And 2 years ago, sorry. Time means
We lost
nothing.
one.
I don't know what year it is anymore either.
And you've been a really cool friend, and we wanted to make something with you. So we're gonna be exploring the cyberpunk world, telling a collaborative story together. But we're not gonna do quite like your revolutionary storyline. We're gonna go for space cowboy, space opera sort of
Oh, yeah.
vibes. Is there something specific as far as like something you have wanted to see done, or something like when you see something in this genre, you're like, why don't they ever explore this?
I feel like it's such a niche genre that I've only seen such limited media that has that kind of vibe that I just want there to be more in general. Like, we've got like Firefly kind of had that vibe. We've got a lot of like, I feel like anime, like kind of Cowboy Bebop sort of things in that vibe. But there just needs to be more of it. And I feel like they could have more fun with it and have maybe more diverse crews, people from different planets. Because all the times it's always just like a bunch of humans who
Bleh.
for some reason all know each other, and they don't really explain why everyone speaks English. So I feel like getting a little nerdier with it would be fun.
I have not gotten to read them yet, but there's graphic novel series Starstruck, which is maybe more in that vibe. You
Ooh.
should look it up because I think it would be something you'd be interested in. Mostly, I just have been watching the Dimension 20 D&D real play show, which is a Starstruck Odyssey, which is fun because Brendan Lee Mulligan, who is the main DM for that, his mother is the person who wrote Starstruck. So
Nice.
he's building the world in her world that she created, that he grew up with. So that's a lot of fun, and is the thing that's most forefront in my mind because John made me watch the movie for Cowboy Bebop, but I haven't watched Firefly and haven't watched anything else really. I've just thought about it from time to time. I was thinking of Literal Cowboys, which is such an interesting thing because it was such a short period of time in our actual history, and also has been so whitewashed. And that is the big thing, is like, if we're going for like space cowboys, adds even more diversity. It's just like we're on the level of planets and species, not just humans who look different from each other. So agree with
Whenever
diversity.
I think of the space cowboy, like I know that they're not literally cowboys, but I do imagine like at least one of the characters like definitely being a cowboy.
It's
like,
important.
100%.
Like Cowboy Bebop being more like, we're people for hire, but then thinking of Literal Cowboys, I'm just like, what are they herding out in space?
Oh, that'd be such a fun. It's like a professional herder. Like they get called to different planets and stuff, and like different areas to go herd different types of aliens that are used as like cattle or livestock, but as like really weird creatures.
That is cool. There's a lot of room there to just do whatever and get weird with it. Like this would actually be a really good like episodic show kind of thing. Oh, I guess The Mandalorian kind of has space cowboy vibes where it's kind of westerny, but there's like aliens and stuff.
Yeah, I guess because he's specifically like a bounty hunter.
Yeah,
so
Bounty
it's that
Hunter
like
always has cowboy vibes.
Yeah, it has cowboy vibes, and it also has like it has the precedence for violence. I think this could be a really cool story that doesn't have a lot, if any, violence.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Right? Because I
More
feel like a
so
lot of
like-
I wanna
sci-fi
know, like-
stuff goes violent.
traditionally in these kinds of things, you know, they go to like a saloon or a bar and then they like get a job and like the job's just like a very like weird random thing, or like, you know, it's not to collect a person or to steal anything. If it's something else, then that would definitely be unexpected.
Yeah.
So who is our space cow person?
Oh goodness. Well, maybe let's not pick a human just to start off interestingly. They'd have to be humanoid-ish, but
They gotta be able to wear the hat
John?
and the boots.
Yeah, precisely. And I do think that they are wearing the hat and the boots for sure.
I have an idea.
Please put it
Ooh.
out there.
So cow person.
Oh,
Get real literal with it.
I love that. They need a big septum piercing.
Yes,
like a
absolutely.
Big septum piercing.
Yeah.
And like a
Yes, have
sweet
sort of-
jacket.
Mhm.
they have sort of a snout. They have patchy skin like a Holstein, and they've got big septum piercing. Absolutely.
Yeah, that is 100%. What the second I was like, oh yeah, cowboy. Let's
There
fucking
it
go.
is.
hmm
I would like
I
to
love that.
petition for this to be a gender fluid cow person, and it's depending on the episode. Their presentation might be like there might be a time they're like, I'm going into a saloon undercover as like a dance girl.
I love it.
It'd be very fun.
What would their personality? Well, usually I guess like the main person tends to be like a very snarky kind of person, but that's also the kind of like person who's living outside the law. They're killing people, they're taking people in. We could go that way, but we could also go more like unexpectedly bubbly or
I was
something.
gonna say like very folksy.
very
I-
charismatic.
I love a very charismatic, very sincere character, like
Incredibly sincere.
disarmingly sincere. Is like they'll say something so matter of fact, and someone's like, "Wait, is that double meaning?" They're like, "No." In the same way that they are a cowboy, they say things. You're like, "Wait, is that a double? Wait, are you saying what you're saying?" Or
This
But-
kind of reminds me of like almost every like shoujo protagonist is just like a very, very sincere, kind person. And that's just like how they collect people. And that works beautifully for this. If they're just
yes,
so sincere and just like, I'm out here and I'm adventuring, and people are just like, okay.
yeah.
Like, chill, champ. Yeah, no, we've referenced the show before, but Ted Lasso, Bob, I'm thinking kind of similar personality to Ted, where it's just overwhelmingly sincere and like just worldly in the sense that like all of his fun euphemisms and sayings kind of just are like, that's weird, but also accurate to the situation.
Yeah, the character that I think of that is a touch point in science fiction fantasy stuff of Discworld is Carrot Ironfountain, who is a human raised by dwarves and is just an extremely sincere person, and is also most likely the person who is biologically should be king of Ankh-Morpork. But he's not interested in that. He's in the city watch, and he just wants to be a good watchman and protect people and stuff. And it's just extremely sincere and very strong, and so that in my head, I'm not sure.
So should we approach this conversation as though we're writing the pilot? Is that what we're writing right now, is the pilot for this show? Because I do like the idea that it's episodic, because it does have
Yes.
so many different ways it could go. So who is the client, or who's the person that contracts our little space cow to
Do
come
we have a
in and do
name for our space cow also?
that? Ooh.
Ooh, and space cow's like not a bad
Space
name.
cow. Space
Also,
cow's
just,
a good
like,
name for the show.
for the show. That's what
Yeah.
I mean.
Mhm,
Yep.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of like cow or like something like puns
Betsy's
or
the
like
first one that comes to
synonyms.
mind.
Like
but that
Betsy
feels
or
a bit-
Bessie, but also part of me wants to do one of those goofy names where someone's like Bessifer, like Bessie and
Mm.
Christopher, like that sort of thing, or Billiam, you know, like
Kind of like Billiam.
Billiam's good. I like Billiam.
that
So we got-
sounded apprehensive.
And I feel like, well, I like it because I feel like Bill or like that sounds like a very cowboy name to me also, and people might think that that would be his name, and like, but then it's Billiam and it's
So
very
their
cute.
full name is Billiam, but they go by Liam.
That's cute. All right, that
There
works
we
for
go.
them.
Yeah. So we've got Liam the space cow, and who is the person that needs help? Who are they, and what are they wrangling? What needs wrangled? What got free?
I very much have in my mind for this first person to be like the daughter of some wealthy man who's like all very prim and proper in the saloon, and it's just like, my father can't admit that he needs help, and he needs help with this new breed of squizit that he brought in. It's too much for him, and I heard from the barkeep that you are in fact you have a way with the herds.
I want to just roll back the clock to when you said squizit.
Yeah.
Please describe a squizit, Bob.
A squizit has 8 legs. It is sort of amphibious. They've been bred for different purposes. There are miniature squizits that are done in shows, but mostly on ranches you will find squizits that are bred more so for their bile. Squizit bile. It's a big thing. It's actually a name. The full name is Exquisite Beast, but they're called squizits for short.
I love that.
Nice.
Yes, so
Very smooth.
mhm.
Great. So we've got a father-daughter duo. Father is stubborn,
Like a ritzy.
prideful. Yeah.
Like a ritzy.
He started as a businessman who's like, I want to go and have a farm and I want to make stuff with my hands. And she's like, he's only ever written things and his hands are for flipping records. They're really not for herding skizzits.
Mandy, what's the thing that made him get so rich that he could be a squizit farmer?
I feel like I want him to seem like a little old money-y. So maybe either like even his parents or they did something.
Did he come into old squizit money?
They just have owned this squizit farm for so long, or
I feel like if we want to get into old money, we can talk about the beginning of space travel. Like he's a baron
true.
from people who like
maybe what is the squizit bile used for?
a variety of things. Raw, you can use it in just like topical things for my favorite thing is just being so very confident and just seeing John laugh his ass off as I make stuff up completely out of my own ass.
It's usually my bit, so I'm enjoying being on the receiving end.
Yeah, but unprocessed, it is a lot of health and body stuff, and if you process it, it can be a lot of things.
So it's petroleum jelly.
Well, they could be like doctors or something of some sort, and then they want to, get in on the pharma industry, and it's
big
just not
space
working
pharma.
out for them.
His ancestors were pioneers of like figuring out different space diseases. Like they were the doctors on the front line. They figured stuff out, and then they figured out how to market it, and then like they've expanded to all sorts of different things. But the money was originally they were people who are working on the front lines of like, we've got this new planet, this weird pox, we got to make a vaccine for it quick so we can keep on our travels.
Okay, so we've got Space Daddy, who is wealthy, and a daughter. What's the daughter's deal? Why is she...
Sorry, I just had a name for the space guy.
Yeah, what's his name going to be?
Nugget Lumlin.
Lumlin, that's a good last name.
Yep. So what's little Miss Lumlin's name?
I'm terrible. I name the characters the same 5 things. I feel like it starts with a C, like a Carla or a Carly
Carla.
or a something. So bad with names.
Cindy.
Clara could be good as like
Clara
a
works.
reference to like, because that's a popular name in a lot of westerns, like for like the
Clara
young doting
Lumlin.
daughter. Yeah.
I really like the idea of like the episode opening, and there's this like, cowboy in like the boots with like the hat, looking really tough, walking in to like a saloon, and then there's like a little lady sitting there, and it looks like they're gonna start talking about something kind of shisty, but then it gets very wholesome very quickly. But he's like very interested, like everything she's saying, he's like writing it down. She's like, oh yeah, and then he's like, and where do I need to go? And I just really like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very much
I love
so.
like sit down and maybe sit down at the bar and look at each other, and the bartender comes over and he's just like, warm glass of milk, please. just like something like some milk with honey. Just something really.
Well, the
Very
bartender
cute.
would clearly know our intrepid Liam. What's what's the relationship like between the bartender and Liam?
Would they know each other though? If Liam is always, I assume Liam has a ship
Oh
and
yeah,
and
And
like
is
travels
this-
about.
and it looks like a tractor trailer.
Yes.
Beautiful,
Yes.
beautiful.
Yes.
Mandy's
it
just
is-
excited because this is a non-serious sci-fi project.
Sounds so fun.
Yeah.
Well, I'm always
Yeah,
dealing with like systematic oppression
Right?
and capitalism and
Yeah,
what it means
that's
to be a
happening in the
human,
background,
and
but
I
we don't
confuse
really-
myself.
Yeah.
It's
So
like a
this is so
faded
nice.
green. It's a faded green
Mhm.
tractor, and like
Yeah.
someday I hope to paint it red, but not there yet.
A giant yellow JD. We've got this planet where the crap, what are the squiz, right?
The Squizzits.
Squizzits, yeah, the squizzits they're being farmed for their things. It's a bit overwhelming. The daughter has told Liam that things are overwhelming and that her daddy needs to get things sorted out or tragedy's gonna ensue. What is the tragedy that ensues?
Are they going to lose all their money? Like maybe he invested, like he used all his money to put into having his own like exquisite farm, but he's not good at it. And so if he can't make money off of it, he's put a lot of money into it. Maybe like something like that.
He also might just get crushed by a Squizzit, as many a Squizzit hand has.
Are they big?
The bowls can be quite large.
Also, there could be a squidget shortage of some sort, and we need their bile
Oh, like a
for.
squizzit disease.
Mm.
Yeah, there's a mad
Mm.
squizzit disease going around.
God.
What if not mad? What if no, sad Squizzit disease?
Sad squizzit
It makes you
disease.
cry uncontrollably and you dehydrate.
And they can't produce bile because they're dehydrated from all the crying.
Oh.
Yep.
And they don't know how they're like, we thought we were being like, he's chaotic and not very good at this, but he's got a lot of capable people he's hired, and like we can't figure out how it got in.
And also, if there was something like that, Liam might need a helper of some sort to come help with this situation, because Liam might not
Yeah.
know a lot about it, which would help with our traveling bits.
So
Yes.
do we think that it's a local, like I guess what I mean is like, is his partner in crime through each episode, for example, is it going to be the same partner in crime, or is it going to be a new person every world?
I think it could be different people. He
I
might like
would
collect
like-
some people,
Yeah.
Yeah.
some, some
Like he gets a
strays
big
a bit.
project at the end of the season that he needs to regroup everybody that he's worked with.
Or like maybe he meets someone here who like helps with this, and like they're not up to much. He's like, well, I'm going over here. And Liam is just like that anime character, is just so sincere and sweet that people just magnetize to them and are just like, let's go keep doing things together. You know, maybe not all of them, but
Yeah, some people who are tired of their small planet life and want to see other places. Like, I've never been off world, and he's like, well, you could join me. And yeah, definitely. So
I think it would be really cute if at some point they met a character who was kind of like the traditional like cowboy character, but like everyone is like very supportive of him, and he's like very dramatic. And like if this was like a show where you could see it, like he would turn to the side and like go into his little cowboy thing, and they're like, whatever you need to do.
Go
And he's like really
Paul.
intense, but like it's kind of written in a cute way because no one else is.
I was a mighty powerful speech boss. Just like
He
everyone-
talks about his off-world adventures, which are like traditional cowboy, like bounty hunter.
For
like,
some reason, I'm
stories.
imagining he's also like a humanoid horse. It's just because there are now animals. So now I'm like, he's like a stallion with like a
Yes.
gray hat.
Yes,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
We've got the bar, we've got the farm, we've got his ship.
Does he need to go? Is the farm on this world? Does he need to go
Yeah,
I
somewhere
assume
else?
think
it's on
so.
this world. I assume
Yeah.
he's
Mhm.
in this bar. It's kind of like a D&D quest, right? Starting in a tavern. So he's
Mhm.
in here, he meets the daughter, and she kind of is explaining like, "Oh man, like my father's really bad at keeping shit together and sorting things out, and something bad's going to happen. There's talk of a new disease that's going around the squizzits kind of thing." And so which I don't know why she's an old miner, but that's the voice I got for her.
She absolutely is.
That's because that's the only voice you have, John.
It really is. And so we've got Liam writing everything down. He's very intently listening. He's like, well, I can help. I'm more than happy to help.
Don't fret, little lady.
Yeah, exactly. So they yeehaw their way over to the farm, and that's where they find that, like, the outbreak she was talking about has gotten much worse. Like, the symptoms shifted. Like, it was like, oh, they were kind of sick, but now they're, like, really
They're
sick.
very sick.
Yeah.
Bad for a multitude of reasons.
Yes. So do we think maybe the person on this planet that's the helper is, like, a scientist or something? That way they can develop the cure.
Something. Or maybe they're also a squisite farm, or like a squisite breeder,
They're
or maybe they're just
half-squisite.
maybe they're half squisite.
They're half squisite.
That
And
brings up some interesting questions.
About the whole
the whole thing just got real weird.
Oh, man.
I'm imagining like a very nerdy person who's just like likes to learn about nature and like read a lot.
Maybe
I don't know why.
Maybe they were a genetic experiment. They're like spliced with a few
Mm.
different things, so they're part exquisite.
And that
But
would really open up some questions in the future about like maybe this person wants to adventure because they don't really know where they come from. And so like I don't like they're like clearly I'm a mutant of some sort, but I don't know where I come from. And then more adventures ensue.
And eventually they find a mansion in New York City that they can drop him off at.
Also, I mean, there are questions about our main protagonist is a humanoid cow, so like also maybe some sort of is this a natural occurrence or
Right. What I think I the way I see it is if they were to ever get into the lore of like the science of what happened is that they started using animal DNA to genetically modify humans so that they could be more adapted to space things, because we find out like cows and horses survive in space or something. I don't know, some weird thing.
cows and horses thrive
They thrive in
in the
space.
stratosphere. We know this.
Mhm. Yes, it's only for size that we have not yet sent a horse to space. But yeah,
All right, so the outbreak has gotten worse.
Outbreak has gotten worse. We've got some sad looking squisits.
Mhm.
they're
it's
not-
starting to affect the keepers a bit. It's starting to, because that's the thing is that like it's hurting the squisits, but some people are susceptible to getting it as well. Some humanoids.
Do we think that there is someone with bad intentions, perhaps behind the scenes, causing this to happen to these squisits?
Ooh.
Someone who's doing some foul play in here.
Is it the daughter? Do we
I
do?
don't know. She seemed really nice.
No, okay.
But it could be. Who's to say?
I feel like that's-
those cowboy
feel-
shows. They always had the young daughter be like betray her father because the father's a not nice guy, kind of thing.
It is always
Yeah.
someone close,
It is.
I
for
feel-
sure.
If we're going Scooby Doo
my-
rules, it's definitely the daughter of the father.
That's true. Or the like groundskeeper.
Insurance fraud. He's doing it to
Oh,
himself
he's
for
doing
insurance fraud.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, and she doesn't know, which is why she went and got help.
Yep.
And he's
Because
so
she's
flustered
like,
and
this isn't going well.
And he's like trying to stop. He's like, no, it's fine. They're fine. Like, we're getting help. And yeah.
Maybe he doesn't even want to meet them. Like he's just like, I don't want to talk to you guys. And then
So do we then have? So we have the scene where the daughter brings Liam to the farm to like investigate. The father is like, no, get out of here, and he has to sneak back at night. We get like a stealthy night scene where we get some cool like flips and stuff because again, space cowboy. It's gotta do some stunts. We gotta get some stunt workers in the crew.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, Liam is perhaps maybe knows either a little bit about the sickness and is trying to find something to help, or doesn't know anything and is looking for someone who knows something.
Yeah, maybe that's the scene before he has to sneak back. Like he meets whoever the scientist person is, and the scientist's like, "Well, I need samples," and he's like, "Okay, well, I have to go."
Well, are they a scientist or do they just happen to be part squisite and that wasn't their choice?
¿Por
Is
qué
it
no los
squisite?
dos?
Have
I feel like less of a scientist and are like, oh, I'm a mad scientist. More of like just enthusiasm for natural world and figuring things out.
I like that.
That is, yeah. Part of me is also like,
So are they a park ranger horse hybrid person thing? Is that what we're going?
this isn't
here
this isn't
The horse thing
person. That's
is
Who's the horse?
is
Oh, the horse is the cowboy. Right.
and that's in the
That's-
future.
that's
We
like
haven't gotten there.
mid-season. We
Oh.
haven't gotten
That's
there.
like later episodes,
Oh,
like the third or
okay.
fourth person to be recruited. I just wanted to get it out there.
Yes, it's
Amazing.
important. You gotta get those hooks, and that's definitely a character that shows up in teasers, and then you don't get them for a while.
Like he's in the background. Oh, I love it.
Yes, they're like, who is this character in the group shot at the end of the opening
Looks
song?
really cool in the intro and just isn't there.
You don't
yet.
meet
Like,
them for so long.
For some reason, I feel like the half-squizit person resembles how is it said? An axolotl? Axolotl? You know those little like amphibian things?
That would be cool.
Oh yeah. They've got like the big round heads and big eyes.
I don't know why, but I feel like that's what they look like.
Was it a test for like perpetual youth?
I was gonna
that
say
the
because
experiment.
there could be something related there where they're partially related and these things don't really get older, which would make them great for farming
Yeah.
if they just don't get older.
So them getting
and
sick
they-
is the only way insurance would ever get
Mm.
involved.
Exactly, John.
Full circle.
Exactly.
Full circle.
I
They're
imagine-
It's
thinking.
really coming together.
Yeah.
Yes. I think Liam is like on the farm and starts noticing some like strange footprints. He's like, well, these aren't anything that I've seen here, and follows them to like a little hideaway nearby where we meet. What is this person's name going to be? Anyone have like a weird
Mm.
name you
Maybe
want
it's
to
like
share?
a weird sound.
Mhm.
For Lunkle.
For Lunkle?
For a
Or
Lunkle.
Uncle.
That's cute.
Kel for short.
I love that.
Yes.
I love
So-
that we're introducing all these weird ass names and just going, but the middle part of the name is the nickname.
Of course, that is how
works.
that works. Have you? I just re-listened to the previous episodes. You do remember that in our high fantasy we had Tina and Fred. So
Oh, did we?
In
Yeah.
a fantasy.
yes,
Yeah, true.
Yes,
Someone
Yes.
said something like that with Dune, where they're like naming all the names of the planets, and then they're like, and then our protagonists, Jessica and Paul. Very
Mhm.
normal names.
Yep. But I imagine that Cal like lives nearby, maybe like sells tinctures to get by, but mostly is like living near the Squizzles because like they have an interest in them and they want to.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. I want to rewind real quick to tinctures.
Tinctures, like
Tinctures.
salves, things you put on your skin for helping.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Is that a strange
Riding
word?
equipment. It was a strange
it?
word.
I didn't know that was a word.
Yeah, salves,
But I'm down
treatments,
for it.
tincture. This is so.
I thought you made it up, and I was like, yeah, that's what they're selling.
I was
Absolutely.
expecting another beat where we got Bob explaining something very logistically and clinically.
No, that's just a
And it
word
wasn't
that
real at all.
apparently is
This
old
is a real one.
fashioned.
Yeah.
I like
I-
it though. We should bring it back. Makes it sound
Hey,
mysterious and
we're doing
interesting.
a Western. So
Yeah, it's not snake oil. But yeah. So
Well, if they're I keep wanting to call them
Squizzit.
squirtles. Squizzit. If they're half squizzit, maybe they produce a bit of bile or something, and they can sell it
yeah.
so that they can live properly
Mm-hmm.
without getting a job. I feel like they're not a 5 to 9 kind of person.
Oh, definitely
know?
not. Yeah. That
no,
would
they don't work the night
crush their
shift.
spirit.
I feel like they draw. I feel like they're living close to the squizzits, and I feel like they're drawing and like writing notes down about weeds they find. I feel like that's
Yeah.
the vibe. Oh, and maybe this, what did we name them? Kel maybe saw something.
Ooh, yes.
Because if Kel lives nearby, but no one knows that they live nearby,
Mhm.
they saw some, like, I saw that man. I don't know why
Yes.
everyone has an accent.
They gotta.
It's the only way to
That's true.
differentiate your voice. Well, you know this. You do a
I use my
story-based
own
podcast.
voice.
Okay.
I use my
well,
own. I have all different actors, and they all
Yep.
use pretty much their regular voices.
Amazing. Okay. So what is the thing? What's the thing that he has that's going to cure the real squizzits? The like
Full squizzits.
the pure blood
Maybe.
squizzits.
It's less that there is like something they can do, but maybe like the squizzits are like being poisoned by the dad. Like the dad had to keep
Oh.
going back. So maybe
Yeah.
they're going to catch him and make him stop, and then slowly the squizzits will be like nursed back to health. Or maybe there is something they need to go get in addition to stopping the dad. Or maybe they like think that it's this disease, so they get this thing to help them,
Mhm.
and then it's not working, and then they realize it's the dad.
So
something.
maybe the what's the half squizzit's name again? Oh, Cal is the half squizzit.
Kel, right?
Kel. Kel. Okay,
You forgot your own name that you made up.
I do that. So Kel, he tells Liam that he needs to go and find a thing, or he's taking a treatment to them. There needs to be some reason he's sneaking back, because then when he's there, he either sees the dad poisoning the Squizits, or he finds the thing that would be like clearly labeled like Squizit poison, like kind of thing.
The poison for Squizit. The poison
poison
specifically made
specifically
for
for the
Squizit.
Squizits,
Squizit's
yeah.
poison.
Squizit's poison.
So maybe, like, just by what Liam says, he's like, it sounds like this. This is what they need. And they go off and get the thing and bring it back to the Squizits. And then there's maybe a little sketchy thing between, like, the dad's there and, like, the little Kel's like, you seem a little weird or something. And then maybe they decide to stake out. Or maybe
okay.
Kel just knows that the dad came back the previous night or something and mentions it, and then he has like a funky reply to it. And
or
then
maybe
we
Kel's
can,
been
like,
in on the fact that like the dad has to be clearly doing something, but nobody in town believes me because I'm just.
They got to go in the house and they got to find some evidence.
Yeah. So do we think we're getting a hold of the daughter again to be like, hey, we need to get in there and find out what's going on.
She
have
has
suspicions.
to. She volunteers. She's like, I'll do the sneaky and find the thing. I know how my dad keeps his study. Ever since Mama died, I had to do all the tidying for him. So she knows how he organizes his files and stuff. So
And then we have like a really dramatic scene of her finding all the papers where he's just clearly written out his plan because he's dumb.
It's the receipts for the poison or whatever.
Yeah,
and, like,
everything's
a
in
schedule on
folder.
how often he gives it to them with
Yes.
like notes as to how it's going. Like clear insurance fraud, like
Proof of
Mhm. It's in a
And then
folder
maybe-
that says burn.
and then maybe behind it he has like all the things he wants to buy with the insurance money. Like very obvious.
His space Amazon wish list is up.
Exactly.
I like to imagine that Liam and Cal are engaging him in conversation and they have like earpieces in as she's like going to get the thing. So they're continuing having to be like, and this thing to keep you in the conversation so you don't leave and go back to your study.
And he keeps trying to go back
Yeah.
to his study because he's like,
Yeah.
I hate
Yes.
you both so much.
And to be
Yes.
fair, they are annoying, but
They
like
are
in a fun
annoying.
way.
Yes. Cal is just like enthusiastic about things and being like scientific things that I figured out. And Liam is like uncomfortably having to be like, I am being annoying and a little bit facetious right now. And just like very clearly like, this is weird, but I have to do it because it's important. And
But also,
then-
like, I feel like if Liam wouldn't purposefully intimidate anyone, but I feel like an upright cow is like a pretty big and like he could be scary if they wanted to. And so like if they grab him, it'd be like, oh.
What are the father-daughter? What species? What are they?
I kind of felt like they were just regular ass people.
They're the humans.
I was
Yeah.
imagining
Oh yeah,
humans
because
in
they're
old
like
timey
old
Western
money.
outfits.
Yeah, so they would be like, yep.
yeah,
Like
they-
that way also like the beginning of the show looks real normal until Liam sits down and then you're like, what's going on here?
Yeah, they're probably humans with some cybernetic enhancements just because they've
For sure.
been through space and live on another planet from where humans are originally from. But yeah, she gets the stuff, she gets out, they leave. Do they bring in the sheriff or does the daughter just confront this?
I think
I
the
feel like
daughter
there's-
confronts.
Clara
I feel like the
confronts.
sheriff has to make an appearance though. This is a Western. You know, I feel like the sheriff should maybe like
See, but we need to
Kelgo
layer. We
gets
need to
the-
layer that sheriff in there because we haven't talked about a sheriff at all yet.
I feel like the sheriff's a pretty regular run of the mill sheriff.
Sure, but maybe there's trouble at the tavern. Like we
maybe
just
he's
we
like
need a
an
quick.
old.
We need a quick.
I feel
moment
like
with
he
him.
would just be like there would be a quick moment I think where like maybe he's asking Liam like what are you doing around here, but it's like a real old sheriff who's
Yeah.
like maybe could be real nice, like maybe he's just old and is like I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I feel like there was definitely probably a moment when Kel and Liam are going around and the sheriff's like what are you two up to, you know,
I don't.
like when they're around town.
Yeah, maybe I think there needs to be one at the very beginning at the tavern, like a quick moment. Maybe just like the sheriff bumping into Liam as he's coming in to sit down and they have a weird moment or something. And then later on when they're investigating is when they have a full interaction. And then that's how, because like I feel like in the same way that like power and money corrupt, like it's like if we just drop a sheriff in there, what's not to say you could also then say that the he's not in the dad's pocket kind of thing.
That's true, though. I feel like it's a very stand-up sheriff.
Sure. So we just show
Like a
that.
real
Very
stand-up
natural.
guy.
Yeah. Also, I feel like this is the first episode in the same way that you're like, the daughter did it. Like, you have to set up the expectations to then subvert them. So in the first episode, it's like insurance fraud versus like the daughter is the conniving one and the sheriff is in her pocket. Like, we will get to the duplicitous sheriffs and daughters later in our 22 episode season.
Oh God, it's gonna be a really bad, drawn out season. There's gonna be so many filler episodes.
No, because we can go to other planets and like we're gonna pick up. We have to pick up lots of people.
There will be a
feeling-
mid-season
I'm
thing
being
that's kind of a
facetious.
mini arc.
I know you are.
That's like, yeah.
There could have even been a thing with the sheriff, like when Liam, like maybe in the intro credits, like when Liam comes to the planet. Maybe every season it's a different planet that he's hanging out on mostly or something.
Oh, maybe part of the intro is him arriving on the new planet, and you get whatever the supporting character that's not going to be in a lot of the episode. That's where he shows up. Is like
meeting them and stuff. Yeah, I
mhm.
like that.
Yeah, maybe like different. He'll be in like a different solar system, so he'll be like, there's an
Yeah.
area of planets with a specific vibe and things that are going on.
I like that.
Because I would like the end of the episode to be like them figuring out the poison came from something specific, and they're like, "What's this?" And they're like, "Sort of like I haven't heard about this, but this seems bad." And the dad being like, "There was some guy I found him on the black market. I don't know." And they're like, "Someone
Space
knew his
black market.
Yeah,
I love this. And then it inspires the next part.
the dark matter black market. Yeah, so it's like the season in general is trying to find this new person who has become a person on the criminal scene, making stuff it's harming people and making money off of it, which could also
I love that.
could probably at some point lead to answers for Kel. I don't think that it would be the person, but it would be someone who's connected, like it was someone who worked with the person who created Kel. And that's like part of it.
That's part of the
I
season.
like that.
The arc of the season.
This
Amazing.
really works.
That's it. We
It's
did it. We
fantastic.
figured it out. We
Yeah.
did a
This was pretty
pilot.
good.
We did. Now, Mandy, Bob,
Mm-hmm.
do you have a specific thing we'd like to do now?
I would love to act out a scene.
I was gonna say, is this the role playing bit?
Yeah.
Let's do it. What scene? And with what characters? We could do we didn't really talk out the part where we confront the dad.
I will throw my hat in the ring for the scene where they're distracting the dad.
That's what I was thinking.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's playing the dad?
I think we'd need the dad, we'd need Kel and Liam.
Yeah, because
Right?
we don't really need to hear much from
Yeah.
the
we-
daughter. Like
yeah.
if we do anything, one
She's
of us
in
can
the
just throw a line
earpiece.
in.
We can like
Yeah.
assume what she's saying.
So who's the dad? Who's the daddy?
John.
I'll be the daddy.
Oh, Mandy's our daddy. There we go.
Alrighty.
Bob, who
Excellent.
do you want to be?
I mean, I want to be Liam.
Okay, there you go. Our favorite cow. And I will be Kel, the half-squisite.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
love this.
So, Bob, go ahead and set the scene.
All right, we are in interior room. It is an interesting mix between classic Western, like little sitting room, real pretty flower patterns, and also some like weird tech stuff going on. As it is, the housemaid has let the two in, and as they're standing in the room, they're both standing like same pose next to each other, and waiting for Nugget to come in. That's the father's name. I named him and then we didn't say it since then. So
What's up, Nugget?
Yes, he comes in and is going, and they are waiting. They hear her. She's like, "I'm in," and her father enters. You can see.
What are you two doing in here?
Well, howdy, sir. We are here to formally announce to you that it is the Spring Jamboree.
Well, that's what they said. It's the Spring Jamboree, and we're going to do it. We would
I
love
told you two not to come in my house, and you're just coming in here telling me about all this nonsense. Get out of my house. I need to go back up to what I was doing.
No, sir. You're a valued member of this community, and we would love it for you.
I am.
Exactly, and we would love it for you and your daughter to participate in the Spring Jamboree.
Namely,
I would love it if you exited my home so I could get back to work.
There is going to be a long table at the front of the dance hall where we would appreciate you sitting, being the man who
the
is
most important person in town.
The most important person.
Table?
Yeah, long table.
Very long
table.
table.
You say, wow.
You get to sit in the center
That's
of the
pretty
long
nice.
table.
With a chair with a high back. Of course.
You got a pamphlet of some sort?
I have one back in my vehicle that I can go grab.
He can grab
We'll
that.
leave it with the maid.
Great.
Yes, sir. And there will be a declaration. I want to prepare you for this so you're not unprepared. And like this is like interspliced with this is scenes of her looking through stuff desperately and being like,
shuffling through.
Yeah, and she also definitely at one point was like,
You're tried. Like, tell me, Chad. She's like, I need another minute.
yes. We would like you to do a speech for the Jamboree. We'd love to say things about the community, your family's long history, but we don't want to be putting words into your mouth, so we want to give you preparation so that you have time to write an appropriate speech or have someone write a speech for you.
And if you could tell us the information now, we can write a speech that is accurate
Yes.
and honest and celebrates your long family history.
We are happy to help.
Well, thank you for thinking of me. Now, what is this jamboree celebrating exactly? What's
Springtime.
It's spring. It's celebrating spring.
I mean, have you seen them squizzits out there squirting out calves left and right?
This is a terrible time for you to bring up my squizzes. They are out there sick.
Yes,
I will
sorry.
think about it coming to your jamboree, but I don't have the time at the moment. I
All
will
right,
ask
so
you
we
to please leave.
we appreciate you so much as a pillar of the community. And that point, she's like, I got it. You're good. Thank you so much, sir. Goodbye.
Thank you. Have a good day.
They turn around
See you,
and
Daddy.
exit. And scene.
Scene.
Just so confused. Like, never heard of this jamboree before.
Flattered and confused.
I can't do a southern accent. It turns a little British.
Well, to
I
be
just
fair, yeah.
It's the
fair,
original
actually.
British accent.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
That I love that. And we just did the pilot. I honestly could have done a whole spec season. I would have.
Oh, yeah. This was
Yeah.
fun. We could
Oh,
do
yeah.
more. I really want to get to the like stereotypical cowboy horse character
John,
who like has like goes into like dark lighting and like is a
John,
cowboy
I
and
think-
people are just there.
I think this show is going to become a little bit us building out longer stories because we already have to have Reed on for the sequel to
For
our
the sequel. Oh yeah,
Yes.
season 2. We're gonna have you back for season 2 to do like the
A sequel?
season finale or whatever.
Perfect.
Of
We're gonna
that.
fill
Yeah,
out the
yeah.
season
Mhm.
and then do the finale.
And this was fun. This is a good writing
Thank you.
exercise.
Yes.
Yes,
This is a
thank
good
you so
time.
much for coming on and hanging out. Do you have anything you would like to plug, Mandy?
Yes, I am Dirty Soy on the internet. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok. I do funny things on there. I also have a podcast called Compromised. You can find that at, I believe it's just buzzsprout.compromised.com.
There
Fun
will
fact,
be found-
audience. Links will be in the description.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I think everywhere else we're just compromised_official. And that's a cyberpunk audio drama that you might be interested in.
Yeah, so if you want to get into that more dark, serious stuff of this setting, it's a great opportunity. And episodes are pretty short, so you can fit them in wherever.
Episodes are so short, you can make it your top listened to podcast for the year of 2020.
Ayy. That's my secret. That's the only reason people listen to the whole thing. I really think it's the best way that I can convince people to listen to it because it is hard to be like, hey, I have a podcast. People are like, I don't want to listen to you talk. And I'm like, 15 minutes and it's not just me. And they're like, all right.
Mhm.
Okay, there's
Yeah.
production value. We'll listen.
Fine.
And
It's
John,
short.
where can people find your lovely mug?
Oh, they can find my lovely mug where they can find your lovely mug at We Could Be Clowns on all of the social media platforms. That is where we exist, and there are links out to our other projects as well, including The Butch and the Bye, a small frog art, and that's it. I don't have anything. I have nothing.
You lying lobster man.
I am a lying lobster
You
man.
have so many things, John.
Look at these things. Aren't they neat? Wouldn't you say my collection's complete? That was weird. The cadence in which I said that was very off.